Output path is invalid again. Son of a gun. Output. Where's my path? Where are the studio? Oh, psh. Didn't do that thing again. That's okay.
It's kind of crazy. You have to use a VPN now.
Yeah, you're telling me.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Gremlins. I don't know.
You're sure it's not your ISP?
It probably is. And they... I always wonder, you know, maybe tech support are dumb for a reason. They say, hey, act dumb. So they can't blame the company. They have to blame the tech support, right? And so...
I can tell you that's kind of a standard operating procedure.
Oh boy, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in a new thing, so people in the old chat may not be around. Let's see. And I gotta see what they're...
Like I'll give you a great example. We had a guy last week who he's going to be terminated. I don't think he knows this yet, but he's going to be terminated next week. Well, we have his access to some things, so he calls in to figure out why why he can't get access to certain things, and we have to tell him.
Oh, that sucks.
You know, we don't know. We're working on it. That's what we have to do.
That kind of sucks. How's it going, Snork? You want to test your mic?
How's this?
It's okay. It's not loud.
Let's check the...
There you go. So I need to save these.
Okay.
So what do you think of the reviews of Threadripper so far, Smart?
I'm still, I haven't even looked at it at all today. I just was pretty impressed with it before. And power consumption is something I'm always concerned with. So,
yeah, and these do look like they use quite a bit less juice than their Intel counterparts.
Yeah. And that would be the main reason I would stay on the Threadripper. The Bulldozer doesn't hardly use any power at all.
Yeah.
And well, 2 generations past Bulldozer, I'm pretty sure they've kept it up.
Well, if you remember, though, I can't remember the name of them, the 9590s, the ridiculously overclocked Bulldozer parts, those were power hogs.
Yeah. Well, mine isn't overclocked. I think I'm only running 4 gigahertz.
Yeah, well, these came in at, I think their starting clock was like 4.7, and their TDP was somewhere around, I think something ridiculous, like 225 watts. They were
up just a little bit in speed, goes up a lot in heat.
They were really power hungry.
I think mine can clock up to 5.5, and I've never even tried.
Yeah.
Buy them fast and run them slow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my Ryzen, I've only got it overclocked to 3.8, and it does pretty damn well. I think the highest temperature I've seen on it so far is in mid 50s, and it's capable of getting up to like 92. So,
I mean, for like, if you're getting game, 4 cores, physical cores, no hyper-threading is perfectly fine, and you want it fast. You can overclock it.
Right.
Like just Intel, say an old school 3570K, like 4.8 gigahertz isn't a problem. Hey, Broken Carpet, I haven't seen you in a
Broken.
while.
Hey guys.
But I have a kind of what I call a semi-golden 3770K, which overclocks to 5.2 gigahertz. No problem, no heat issues. I delidded it and everything. I still have it around, and man, I mean, but there's only like you don't really need to overclock when you're gaming, anyways. So, but if you've got a lot of cores and threads, you're using it for things that need it, right?
Yeah.
And then it really doesn't matter how fast they go.
In fact, the speed of the resin is a little bit of a step back, but it is the multi-threads that I'm running more than one thread, a lot more than one thread, so it makes it up real quick.
Exactly. Like a lot of the times I need it for is like video editing or things like that, and so it doesn't. I don't even have to overclock. I mean, I used some of the older i7 980X. So those were selling for like cheap, like really cheap, because they're so outdated. But the 6 cores, 12 threads, it really helps with rendering and all that stuff. Even now. And it's only overclocked to like 4 gigahertz.
Yeah. Well, when I saw the 32 cores and I render now an 8, and I'm like, okay, that's a change I need to make.
Yeah.
It's nice to keep 2 or 3 cores to play your games while the rendering's going on.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, they're great for multitasking. And one of the reasons I got the 1700 rather than the 1700X or the 1800X is because this is a 65 watt part. I mean, you can't beat that. An 8-core 16-thread processor at 65 watts.
Now, if did that come with the Wraith cooler?
It did, but I'm using a Corsair liquid cooler, an all-in-one.
I'm using Noctua.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Noctua is awesome.
Liquid.
Yeah, those are good.
And you don't hear them.
Yeah. The fans are great. Oh, so I was at. Oh shoot! Did I not get that? Oh, okay. So I want to show some pictures because I was at Comic-Con in Boston, and Christian actually drove from New Jersey to here.
Wow.
I was busy with my daughter because I went ahead with my daughter, and my wife was had issues. She had to go to the doctor first, and then she was gonna either meet up with us, or we're just gonna head back home. But she was able to stop by, so I'm gonna show you the pictures. So I met Batman and Wonder Woman. They're in their cosplay and look pretty cool. The cool thing, what I asked him was whether he uses the Christian Bale or the Ben Affleck voice as Batman, and he said definitely Ben Affleck. Let's see. So this is my daughter. There's like a Chevrolet car with the Wonder Woman design on it, and she was able to get in. This guy was he's the guy who does the Tick comic books, and he was doing some signs. This was a little play area where my daughter, they just could pile up big pillows and jump around.
Cool.
This is Stan Lee's last.
Stan Lee.
Yeah, it's his last appearance on the East Coast. I don't know why, but I mean, it was packed. We couldn't get in the main.
His 90s.
Yeah. So I mean, we couldn't get seats. I was at the exit, and I had to zoom in with my telephoto lens. Oh, thanks a lot, Jeremy. And then at the end, we're upstairs. We just ate, and they're ending, and he does his Excelsior at the end.
Right.
So that's what he's doing right there. And then Billy West, I really wanted to talk with him or just autograph or whatever, because he does the voice of Fry and a couple others in Futurama, his favorite show. So I just thought I'd take a picture. And then there's Christian, there's me. And this is not a good picture of me. I'm tired.
Right on.
40 pounds overweight, but yeah, it was cool meeting up with him. It's awesome.
Nice.
So that's
Very cool.
Very groovy. And it's cool your kid got to sit in the car.
yeah. So we're probably gonna go back because today was her birthday, or yesterday. It's now 12:16 a.m. So the 11th was her birthday. So she might want to go back tomorrow, and then gives my wife some time to rest up, and we can explore more areas. Oh, one more thing I want to share, because she watches. Oh, that was weird. What's going on here? Something's messed up. Oh, I know what it is. Every time... Shoot. The chat's all messed up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna close and restart OBS real quick.